Hi, we're welcome to Chapter 13. Chapter 13, we are going to be focused in on the behind the scenes, what's happening with your payroll. So we're going to look at what happens to the money that's withheld from your paycheck, where does it go, how are the accounting processes for the money going to take place? Because what you're going to do is you're going to pull all the money that's withheld from the paycheck, all the deductions, into payable accounts until they go out to where they need to go. So the only thing that's going to go directly out is going to be the amount that was written on the check. Everything else is going to go into like a payable account. So you're going to have your withholdings payable and so forth. And so let's look at, or not withholdings, but like your federal tax withholdings payable, your Social Security, your Medicare, your retirement, all of those are going to come out as a payable. So we're going to start off just looking at the big picture. We're going to do the T-charts and just journal where those things go. What is going to be a debit? What's going to be a credit? And how do these all work? Well, salary expense is an expense, and an expense is always recorded as a debt, or is generally, in traditional sense, going to be recorded as a debit. So 13,800 is going to be the debit. Now we need to have enough credits to offset that. All your payables are credits. So federal income tax payable, going based upon the number up at the top, is $925. So that is going to be a payable. It's going to be a credit. Our taxes withheld was $855.60 and $855.60. And then the last thing is going to be your Medicare tax withheld, and that's $210. And let me scroll down to it. $200.10. Now, we have to have our debits and credits balance out. So we need to have the column for your credits total up to the same amount as your debits. And so we have written our income tax payable, Social Security tax payable, Medicare tax payable. The rest of the money went out in the employee's paycheck. So you wrote a check. A check is coming out of cash as a credit, and that would be for the sum of whatever 13,800 minus 925 minus 855 minus 210 is. And in this case, when we subtract those three numbers from the 13,800, we come up with $11,819.30. Go ahead and grade that step, and we'll go on to the next one. So for our next step, we're going to go ahead and put that on our cash payments journal. So our cash payments journal, again, is what's keeping track of what's going out in cash. And so we had wrote a check this time, so we have to do a cash payments journal. And so this is for the payroll from 8/1 to 8/15. So this is for the, 8/1, May 1st through May 15th. So 5/15, but I'll go ahead and write this as May 15th. And I am going to let y'all attempt to do the cash payments journal on your own, and then come back to the screen and see if you have it correct. We're going to do the same thing we did the last one, where you say me yes or no. That gives me a clue as to how y'all are doing. So again, back to this in a second. Okay, so we have typed in all our numbers. We have, again, remember to put the account titles here. The check number came from where it told us in the story that it was the payroll check was paid. And I have it with the check number 564 on May 15th. And the TA charts, if you didn't know the numbers, are from the previous page. So 564, and then you have your debits and credits. Remember to call these payables. If you're getting it to where it's not showing up correctly, if it's still saying red, make sure you typed in payable. Because it's going to, until you get all the words in there correctly, it may show up as red. Fill in your numbers. And the check number went up here because we did a cash credit. That meant the check went out. And so it's on the same line as the check that goes out. Let's go ahead and grade it and see how we did. Should have got everything right if you matched up. Have a great day and go ahead and continue on with the other section of this and then the application problem.